You know, I'm very concerned about several things. My country, it has become the playground for the rich and the powerful. And it seems as if it's a game to them. The country has become a playground for the rich and the powerful. Make no mistake, there's nothing new under the sun. The rich and the powerful, they've always tried to take advantage of poor people and of our resources. But there seems to be a heightened tendency to take advantage of the people of Jamaica. But the people are getting fed up. But it's one thing though to block the road. It's another thing when they respond and quote unquote fix the road. Because for me, patching the road is not fixing it. It is the same thing is going to happen again. That's what happened in Tufton's constituency, you know. The same taxi operators protested, ladies and gentlemen. They protested. And they responded by patching the road. Just doing a little thing to stop the protests. Not even 2 weeks. Not even 2.5 weeks good. Little rain fall, ladies and gentlemen. And the road start mash up again. I blame some of us though, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because many of us as Jamaicans, what have we done? What have we done? We've allowed our children to grow up in a society where they believe it is okay for them to just go and because them grandmother did a labor right, or them uncle did this, or them father did this, they should grow up and vote the very same way. We're not treating our children with any level of care in a sense where we educate them and show them what good governance is. Good governance is when Michael Manley could have received a letter from an anonymous man saying that he wanted a house. He called the phone lines yesterday. And Mr. Manley could get a house for him. 2-bedroom, bathroom and kitchen. That is good governance. Good governance is when government can build out good roads so that the people can get from point A to point B. Good governance is when you implement something called the JUTC bus system, where people can travel in comfort at a cheaper rate and not spend $1.4 billion on old buses and shove it down our faces, and tell us that this is the best that they can come up with because it was election time. Good governance is when they can stand up as a leader and speak to your JCF and JDF and say, listen to me. Do your job. Defend yourself. But be very mindful that you don't unalive innocent people. What happened about, you see the 4-year-old case here? Anything come out of the 4-year-old case yet? The young man at Cherry Tree Lane, you hear anything about these things, ladies and gentlemen? But some of us as Jamaicans, we've become so blinded by the politics. We've become so blinded by the politics. Donna, the Prime Minister, he did a grandstanding that I've never seen before. On the very last night of the election season, of the campaigning season rather, he went up and made a grand announcement about the increase in minimum wage. And everybody jump up and shout. So many of our Jamaicans are lost. So many of our Jamaicans are lost. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Sir C. It is the Prime Minister who came after the election and said because of Melissa, Many of the promises that were made during the election season will not happen because of Melissa. That is what is destroying this nation, ladies and gentlemen. Many of us, we are unwilling to look beyond the politics and advocate for what is right by the people of Jamaica. And that is destroying the very future of our country. And it is putting into jeopardy the future of our children. But don't be discouraged. I see a lot of persons like they're getting discouraged in the chat, you know. Don't be discouraged. The best is yet to come, ladies and gentlemen. I believe there is a change coming. A change must come.